Did you know that there are over 2,000 Waffle House locations in the United States? That means that employees like you serve the majority of the country. So you deserve to work in an environment where you feel accepted for the amazing person that you are. As a former autistic food service worker, I know exactly what it feels like to be improperly treated due to who you are, and I agree that this kind of behavior should not be tolerated. Being able to understand Waffle House's employee discrimination policy and how to report discrimination from an employee, manager, or customer can help ensure that you do your part in fostering an inclusive environment. In this presentation, you will learn about Waffle House's discrimination policies, how to report discrimination from individuals within the premises, and what to do if you fear retaliation for reporting discrimination. Firstly, in order to understand how to report discrimination at Waffle House, you'll need to know what the discrimination policies are and how the disciplinary system for this company works. A lot of employees, including yourself, may not fully understand the policies of Waffle House, which can result in discrimination escalating into the courtroom. For example, in 2001, Waffle House Corporation was sued by Eric Barker, an employee with a history of seizures, for discrimination with the help of the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission, alleging that the company dismissed him because of his medical condition. Since then, Waffle House has worked tirelessly to ensure that incidents like this never happen again by having a clear discrimination policy and reporting system. The policy, which explains what discrimination is and how to report it, is listed in all Waffle House kitchens, with a food industry standard, according to the EEOC, being to not discriminate against people, but to also, quote, obey strict health rules. By understanding the discrimination policy at Waffle House, you'll be able to confidently understand how to report any discriminatory behavior you witness on the job. The reporting system for Waffle House is a simple process to follow in order to ensure that all employees are treated fairly within the premises. A lot of us have had a confusing HR complaint system that results in discrimination practices going undiscovered and the perpetrators getting away with this heinous act. If you suspect that discrimination has happened within the Waffle House premises, the first step you should take is to consult with management about the issue, so they can do what they can to ensure that the incident doesn't happen again. However, if it's the manager that's doing this discrimination, you will have to change the approach that you take. For these types of cases, calling the employee hotline, whose number is listed on the kitchens above the discrimination policy, is the appropriate approach to take in order to ensure that you have an enjoyable employment experience at Waffle House. Now that you know what to do if you suspect discrimination on the Waffle House premises and report it, another concern you might have is what to do if someone retaliates against you for reporting the incidents. When you report discrimination at Waffle House, we work to ensure that you and other individuals can make those reports without the fear of retaliation from a manager, employee, or customer. A lot of us are afraid of reporting an incident of discrimination because we don't want to risk getting fired, demoted, or moved to a horrible position, which can make us feel like our voices aren't valued in our place of employment. According to the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission, 56 lawsuits against retaliation were filed in 2023, meaning that 56 people felt like their voices weren't valued in their place of employment. Thankfully, there are protections you can put into place to ensure that you don't get retaliated against for doing the right thing at Waffle House. If you suspect that you are being retaliated against for reporting discrimination within the premises of Waffle House, you can file a complaint to the Waffle House Corporation. The employee hotline can assist you in figuring out the next steps to take against the manager and to ensure that you will be safe from reporting discriminatory practices. The other option you have, which should only be used as a last resort if nothing else works, is to file a complaint with the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission and take legal action against the manager. Doing your part to ensure that all employees and customers can report suspected discrimination against themselves or another individual without the fear of retaliation can help ensure a fair and inclusive environment at Waffle House. To conclude, discrimination is something that is not tolerated at Waffle House. You, as an employee, can use Waffle House's discrimination policies to report employees or customers that are discriminating against you, and you also know what to do if you fear retaliation for this report. Discrimination can be an issue in the workplace, and it can make you feel ashamed of who you are. Luckily, initiatives can be taken. If you remember the policies and abide by them as best as you can, You could do your part in ensuring that all 2,000 Waffle House locations within the United States are enjoyable environments for both employees and customers alike.